Walt Disney, Warner Media, Universal Brand Development, Hasbro. What's going on, guys? Matt here from DCLPoker.com. I'm going to be trying to see or predict if Pokemon, one of my favorite nostalgic games slash cartoons or whatever you want to call it, will be making an entrance into the NFT world. So we've had a bit of, Ecomi for a while have been rumored to have some sort of licensing deal with Pokemon. I don't think they have anything official. Who knows? Maybe they do. But obviously, Alfred Kahn being the head of global licensing, who are responsible for some of the biggest releases in the licensing industry, including Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, etc., etc., etc. So he has those connections. Now, this isn't a video about Ecomi. This is more of a video about Pokemon trying to predict what is going to happen. So I think Pokemon definitely have NFTs on their radar. I personally know some people that have had conversations with Pokemon in terms of licensing. Now, I'm not going to say from what companies they are, but I know those conversations have been had. That doesn't mean that they're going to be licensed. What that means is that NFTs are being put on the Pokemon radar. Okay, that's what it means. Now, if that's the case, and they're seeing these NFT games, I'm sure they're watching these games, and art must be on the radar. Collectible cards, they must have been on the radar. I feel like Pokemon, in a way, they're sometimes late to the party. Sometimes they put together a great product and release it. I felt like they were very early on, obviously, in Nintendo games and card gaming. Doing the whole Pokemon Snap thing in the early days. Doing, obviously, Pokemon Go. That was kind of rejuvenization of the Pokemon brand. To adult players, and they've got the whole cartoon series that has continued to make an ongoing lore of 20 years of from Ash Ketchum to multiple personalities, Pokemon beyond 150 that keep releasing more Pokemon. What I'm trying to say is they've continued to stay relevant, and they've continued to explore new technology. Now, it might take them some time to figure out what the heck to do with blockchain, but I am so confident Pokemon are going to be released into the NFT wild. My only thing is, I hope they do it well. I hope they do the brand justice, and I think they will, because they understand the fan base quite well. I've played pretty much every Pokemon game under the sun that has anything to do with collecting Pokemon. But I feel like if they were to do the NFT thing, I hope they go down the route of, it could be just a collectible, like NFTs as collectibles, Pokemon cards. I think it will legitimize the whole industry. Although it's completely legitimized in our eyes, and we don't really need any legitimization, I feel like NFTs as Pokemon cards and different collectibles will make sense, because now it's not just indie people doing it, which is great. It's also brands that are using the technology to bring more things. So people will be like, well, we just released millions of Pokemon cards. All you guys with the Charizard, you can take that Charizard in our new Pokemon game that we just released, and it'll be an NFT that has utility. You can train that Charizard and trade that Charizard, and in our game, that Charizard can go on to do different things. It can fly you around, etc., etc. So I think Pokemon are so well positioned to do something in this space. The whole crypto ecosystem, a big part of it are actually gamers. In the early days, they were gamblers, but now there's a dominant part of them are gamers, are artists, are 3D modelers, are creators, and obviously investors. But I think there's a really heavy mix of nostalgic gamers, between 30 and 40, 25 and 45, sort of an age where this sort of stuff was a big thing. So I think it's a matter of time. I think NFTs are being put on their radar. We have people that have had some sort of a licensing discussions with them. Top 150 global licenses of 2020 announced by License Global. You can see the top 20 here. Walt Disney, Warner Media, Universal Brand Development, Hasbro, General Motors, Sanrio. Some of these, Warner Brothers, Walt Disney Company, they actually have had some stuff to do with Ecomi and Vive. So I feel like the ball is already rolling with licensing with big brands. I think I saw Batman. Is this an official Catwoman? There was a really cool Batman video. Where'd it go? Anyway, I can't find it. But Yeah, I think, well, NFT Ecomi, here we go. So you got DC collectibles. So Ecomi's already actually got some pretty decent NFT collectibles that are branded. So there's obviously a licensing play that's making sense to bring collectibles to NFTs. I think once gaming really gets pushed and game economies are unlocked into the millions and billions of dollars, because there's so much free trade on blockchain happening where it's P2P and global. It's just gonna be a no-brainer. I think it's just gonna be a no-brainer. So yeah, guys, it was just really a discussion on whether Pokemon's gonna come through, and some of my thoughts. When NFTs were really small, we were thinking, how big is this going to get? Are real traditional collectors going to recognize the NFT art? And they've done it, yes, there's some pushback, but hey, it's made it to Christie's. Christie's has respected it. It's gone on to make tens of millions of dollars into sales for some of these art pieces. Some big collectors have started collecting, from Gary Vee to Mark Cuban, from Chamath to, collecting in this space. It starts off like that, and then it cascades onto bigger things. So I think it's a matter of time until NFTs on Pokemon make sense.